Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 26 of Business and Leadership Stories with Sachin Bandari from the Story Co. and yours truly, Hrishi K. Week after week, there are stories that are narrated, small little nuggets of beauty, if I could call it that, by Sachin Bandari. And at the end of it, we get a small communication or marketing tip that we can learn from that particular story. Hi, Sachin. All good? Happy Dasera and greetings of the festive season to you, as well as, of course, happy Durga Puja.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Rishi. Wish you the same. Wish we were doing this in person, but this works too.
Well, diving straight in, how to make 55,000 US dollars per minute. That's really the title of this particular story. Bryan Stevenson, a civil rights lawyer from the US who also runs a not for profit called Equal Justice Initiative, is really the hero of the story, and I leave you to tell it.
Yes, thanks a lot, Rishi. So, in my work as a business storytelling coach and trainer, I keep doing research, and of course, I'm really fond of really good talks. And TED Talks are some of the best out there. And one of the most popular talks, rather, is was delivered by this gentleman named Bryan Stevenson, who runs a not-for-profit initiative called Equal Justice Initiative. Now, it is one of the best talks of all time, but what's also interesting is that when he delivered the talk, I think it was probably back in 2012, he was able to raise about $1 million from the live audience. So while he was speaking, so 18 minutes was his talk, and $1 million is what he raised from the live audience, which probably comes up to 55,000 US dollars per minute. That was the impact of the talk. And yeah, I mean, I spent some time trying to understand how is it that yeah, Bryan Stevenson was able to create such an impact. And there is something interesting that happened, or what he did. He actually started the talk, Rishi, by talking about his grandmother. And all of us love our grandmothers, right? He mentioned that how his grandmother had once spoken to him when he was a kid and asked him to make three promises. The first promise was that he would always love his mother, which he was very happy to make. Secondly, that he would always do the right thing, even if the right thing was a very difficult thing to do or the difficult thing to do. And he agreed to that as well. And the third promise was the most interesting one. She asked him not to ever touch alcohol. And you could see the crowd laughing or
Sounds like an Indian mother. Sounds like a quintessential Indian mother.
Indian grandmother as well. Yeah, that's true. So that's what she made him do. And he was just, I think, 12 or 13 when that happened. And he just went ahead and said, "Yes, Mama, I can do that. I will never touch a drop of alcohol." And what's interesting, or what made the talk very relatable, Rishi, is that he then went on to say that I'm not sure if I should make this confession because this talk will go everywhere, but I'm 55 years old now. And I must tell you that I've never touched a single drop of alcohol in my life. And you could hear the entire audience sort of feeling one with this speaker and feeling that, yes, this is a guy that I'd like to get behind. And of course, after that, he spoke about how the opposite of justice is not injustice, it's poverty. That most people in the United States get incarcerated or get the wrong judgment for them because they don't get the right kind of representation in the legal system. So, very serious topic, but he opened it with a very relatable personal story, which made the audience feel something for him. And I think that went on to play a big role in why so many people wanted to support him that day when he spoke, Rishi. Yes.
So, the lesson that we can pick up, communication or marketing, would be
So I believe that we make a lot of presentations in our lives, whether we are, CEOs of a company, somebody who's leading a team, whether you're a salesperson. I Personal story, the story opening with a story sometimes. Of course, the story has to be short, it has to be concise, it has to be relatable, and it has to be interesting. All of those things, if you get them right, then a personal story, opening with a personal story, can really make your audience want to work with you or want to follow your call to action. And I don't think many of us are actually using the power of a personal story in our communication. So that's my communication tip for today. Look for relatable personal stories to open your business presentations as well, because then the audience will feel like they are friends with you and they will want to support you.
and indeed, over the last 26 weeks that we've been at it, He's talked about how Brian Chesky from Airbnb does not share pale numbers and metrics. He talks about how the company started, a narration of an origin story. Girish
That's right.
Mathabudham of Freshworks narrates a story. He doesn't make a PowerPoint presentation. Of course, Frida Polly of Biometrics shares a personal story of why she started the company, and that's fab stuff. Where can we reach out to you, and where can human resources people who are listening to this, HR people, hire you for coming and talking to their employees and companies?
Thanks, Rishi. Yes, it's fairly simple. Just go to LinkedIn, look for Sachin Bhandari. Sachin is easy. Bhandari is Bhandary and not I. And on my profile, there's a link which says get in touch or stay in touch. So you could either subscribe to my newsletter, which I write every week, or book a Zoom call with me if you'd like me to come and run programs or do keynotes or speak to your teams, like you said. So yeah, that's
I
how you
look
can
forward
get
to
in touch.
catching up with you in another episode next week. Take care of
Look
yourself.
forward to it, Rishi. Thank you for this one.
94.3 Radio 1.